What have you come to learn about people-pleasing? Where does it come from? Yeah, so, often it makes sense. Often these things feel confusing until you hear someone's story, and then it makes complete sense. And I've had so many of these moments with people in the room where, they come in and think, "You're just not going to understand this. This is just bizarre and complex, and I don't get it." And then you spend a decent amount of time going through someone's story, and then you get to this lovely point where you kind of say to each other, of course it is this way. How could it not be given everything that's happened? There isn't sort of one story or one scenario that always leads to people-pleasing. There are lots of different ones, but I think it's important to distinguish that people-pleasing isn't just being a nice person. It's so much more than that. It's being absolutely vigilant to how other people feel, and placing that as your absolute priority over and above your own well-being, your own health, anything. So, it's just terrifying, the thought of displeasing someone else, or experiencing their disapproval, or them not liking you or rejecting you. And so, I've seen people who live in turmoil, trying to please everybody around them and keep them pleased, which is not sustainable. It creates chaos where you're constantly chasing your tail. It gives other people a lot of power over you. You can end up in relationships that are exploitative or just not healthy for you. So people-pleasing isn't just about being a nice person. It's about constantly managing how others feel at the expense of your own well-being. A lot of people say yes when they mean to say no. How can they get better at saying no? I think this is one of the most important skills anyone will ever learn. If you can't say no, you put yourself at risk. It's about learning assertiveness skills, practicing in small, low-stakes situations first. You can start with something simple, like stating your opinion in a casual conversation. Then gradually work your way up to setting bigger boundaries. Over time, you realize that the fear of saying no is often worse than the actual reaction from others. It's also about recognizing that saying yes out of fear isn't true kindness. True kindness comes from choice, not compulsion. If you always say yes out of fear, your yes loses its value. People-pleasing can lead to resentment and burnout. When you start setting boundaries, you gain self-respect and others respect you more. Many people struggle with guilt when they set boundaries. How can they deal with that? Guilt is normal at first, but it doesn't mean you've done something wrong. It's just your mind adjusting to a new, healthier behavior. The key is to practice sitting with that discomfort rather than reacting to it. Over time, that guilt fades, and you feel more confident in your decisions. If you enjoyed this conversation, check out my full-length talk with Dr. Julie Smith here. You ever notice how silence is louder than words? How ignoring someone brings out their true nature? You think staying quiet means peace, but all it does is give them a stage to expose themselves, to show you exactly who they are. You ever try ignoring a snake? It doesn't stop it from striking, does it? If anything, it gets bolder. See, people are like that. You stay silent, and they think you're weak. You turn your back, and they think you're blind. You forgive, and they think you're a fool. But silence, oh, it's a beautiful weapon. Because when you stop reacting, when you stop chasing, when you stop explaining yourself, people get desperate. They start to reveal their real faces. The fake smiles drop. The masks slip. And suddenly, you see them for what they are: parasites, opportunists, liars. People who thrived on your attention, your kindness, your patience. And when that's gone, they panic. They start lashing out, trying to get a reaction, trying to get a piece of you. Because without you, they're nothing. You ever notice how the ones who talk sweet turned bitter when they couldn't use you anymore? How the ones who called you brother or sister became strangers when you had nothing to offer? They were never real. They just played the part. But you ignored the signs, didn't you? Oh, you saw them. You just didn't want to believe them. See, that's your problem. You want to believe in people more than they deserve. You want to see the good in them, even when all they show you is darkness. And that's where you get hurt. That's where the knives slide in, right between the ribs of your trust. And what do? You shake your head. You pretend it didn't happen. You give them another chance. And another. Until one day, you've got so many stab wounds in your back, you don't even feel it anymore. And you wonder why you're tired. You wonder why the world feels cold. It's because you keep warming up to people who were born to freeze you out. You keep giving pieces of yourself to those who never planned to give anything back. That's the tragedy. Not that they betrayed you, but that you let them. But hey, don't beat yourself up too much. You're not alone. This is the story of every fool who ever thought loyalty meant something in this world. Every soul who believed love could change a snake into a saint. Every heart that learned the hard way that just because you'd never do it to them doesn't mean they wouldn't do it to you. So what now? You going to keep pretending? Keep acting like you don't see the truth? Or are you finally going to open your eyes and understand what's been happening right in front of you? The more you ignore, the more they expose themselves. That's the beauty of it. You don't have to chase them. You don't have to argue. You don't have to prove anything. Just sit back and watch. Watch how the ones who claim they loved you suddenly don't have time for you. Watch how the ones who called you family only remember your name when they need something. Watch how the ones who smiled in your face start whispering the moment you turn your back. And the best part? You don't have to do anything. Just let them. Let them expose themselves. Let them show you the truth. But here's the part you won't like. The truth hurts. It burns. It'll take everything you thought was real and crush it in front of your eyes. And you're going to want to run. You're going to want to close your eyes and pretend you never saw it. But you can't. Because once you see people for what they are, you can never unsee it. And that's when the real pain begins. See, it's not the betrayal that breaks you. It's the realization that you let them in, that you trusted them, that you ignored the warnings, that you saw the cracks, but convinced yourself it was just a trick of the light. That's what will keep you up at night. But don't worry. Pain is a teacher, a cruel one, but a teacher nonetheless. And if you're smart, you'll learn. You'll learn that not everyone deserves your kindness. You'll learn that silence is power, that detachment is freedom, that the less you react, the more they reveal. And once you understand that, you become dangerous. What is the ultimate purpose of human life, dear audience? The ancients used to say, even if you have 1,000 loads of food, you only eat 3 meals a day. Even if you own a 10-story house, you only sleep in 1 room. Luxuries and riches are fleeting like clouds. Life seems long, but when we look back, we realize how short it truly is. Have you ever seriously asked yourself, what is the purpose of life? A story goes like this. In a small fishing village, there were 2 fishermen. One was diligent and hardworking, while the other seemed carefree and relaxed. The hardworking fisherman would go out early in the morning and return late at night. Meanwhile, the relaxed fisherman only caught enough fish for the day, then spent the rest of the time resting. One day, the relaxed fisherman asked, "Why do you work so hard every day?" The hardworking fisherman replied, "I want to earn enough money to buy a bigger boat." "And what will you do after getting a bigger boat?" The relaxed fisherman continued, "I will catch even more fish, earn more money, and eventually buy an even bigger boat. And after that, then I will retire, relax on the beach, and listen to the waves." The relaxed fisherman smiled and said, "Isn't that what I am already doing now?" The hard-working fisherman fell silent, deep in thought. In life, we often chase after fame, wealth, and status without realizing their true value. Many people become slaves to material things without even noticing it. Ancient wisdom teaches us that material possessions are temporary. When we are born, we bring nothing with us. When we die, we take nothing with us. Yet, people spend their whole lives struggling to accumulate wealth, power, and prestige. In the end, all these things become meaningless. The true purpose of life is to live meaningfully, not just to accumulate possessions. The modern world is full of temptations and distractions. If we do not cultivate wisdom, we can easily lose ourselves in this materialistic world. Many people only realize this truth when they face old age or death. The illusion of ownership. Is your spouse truly yours? Even though you share a home, a bed, and a life together, eventually you will have to part ways. You may live together, but you cannot die together. Is your wealth truly yours? No matter how much money you earn, you cannot take it with you when you die. Houses, cars, and possessions are merely borrowed during your time on earth. If you understand this, you will not be attached to material things. Life is short, don't waste it. A day is short, it feels like the morning just began, and suddenly, it's already evening. A year is short, you barely notice spring before autumn arrives. A lifetime is short, you just start enjoying life, and suddenly, old age takes over. Don't wait until it's too late to cherish your relationships. Value family, friendships, and the moments you share. After 20 home and foreign lands, feel the same you can adapt anywhere. After 30 day and night, feel the same, because losing sleep no longer bothers you. After 40 education levels seem irrelevant, because success is not always tied to schooling. After 50 beauty fades, no matter how attractive you once were, wrinkles appear. After 60 big houses and small houses, Feel the same, you can't explore all the rooms anyway. After 70, money means little. You hardly spend it anymore. After 80, men and women are the same, both just trying to walk steadily. After 90, rich or poor, everyone ends up in the same place, buried beneath the earth. What is the purpose of life? Many people believe we are born to accumulate wealth, power, and pleasure. They chase after money, status, and desires, only to realize they can't take them with them. In this process, they hurt others, exploit resources, and lose themselves. Life is not about taking, it's about giving. Wise people understand that the purpose of life is to cultivate wisdom and compassion. Like bees collecting nectar, they take what they need without harming the flowers. True happiness comes from living with kindness, generosity, and understanding. Lessons to learn early in life. 1. Forgiveness is a strength, not a weakness. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing yourself from resentment. 2. Take responsibility for your own life. No one else is responsible for your happiness. 3. Stay curious, never stop learning. A curious mind keeps you young and open to new possibilities. 4. Dare to be different. Don't follow the crowd. Blindly think for yourself. 5. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same compassion you show others. 6. Have a positive mindset about money. Money is just a tool. It can be used for good or bad. Manage your finances wisely, but don't let money control your life. 7. Your second life begins when you realize you only have one. Most people go through life on autopilot, wake up and start living intentionally. 8. Don't fear failure, learn from it. Every mistake is a step toward success. 9. Listen more than you speak. Understanding others will bring you deeper connections. 10. Appreciate what you have. Happiness comes from gratitude. The simplest things in life are often the most meaningful. Final reflections on life. Live with passion. Do what you love. Passion brings joy and purpose to your life. Don't compare yourself to others. Everyone has a unique journey. Focus on your own growth. Face challenges with courage. Life isn't always easy, but difficulties help you grow. Change is inevitable. Embrace it. Don't resist change. It often brings new opportunities. Show kindness and compassion. Kindness enriches both your life and the lives of others. Laugh often. Joy is healing. A single smile can brighten someone's day. Spend time in nature. Nature restores your mind and soul. Let go of things you can't control. Acceptance brings peace. Help others whenever you can. Even small acts of kindness can change someone's life. Stay optimistic. Positivity attracts good things. Life is unpredictable, but a hopeful attitude makes a difference. At the end of life, what truly matters is love and wisdom. Live in such a way that when you look back, you have no regrets. Life is not about finding yourself. It is about creating yourself. Success is not for the lazy. The best view comes after the hardest climb. Your only limit is you. Dreams don't work unless you do. Do it with passion or not at all. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. A goal is a dream with a deadline. You are capable of amazing things. Turn your wounds into wisdom. The harder you work, the luckier you get. If you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Success doesn't come from comfort zones. Focus on your goal. Don't look in any direction but ahead. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Stay humble, work hard, be kind. Every day is a second chance. The best revenge is massive success. Happiness is a journey, not a destination. Your attitude determines your direction. Be stronger than your excuses. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Be fearless in the pursuit of what sets your soul on fire. Stay positive. Work hard. Make it happen. Don't tell people your plans. Show them your results. Do what makes your soul shine. It's not about having time. It's about making time. Be so good they can't ignore you. Work for a cause, not for applause. Success doesn't come to you. You go to it. Learn to be thankful for what you already have while you pursue all that you want. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. You don't need a new year to make a change. All you need is a Monday. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. If you can't stop thinking about it, don't stop working for it. Hustle until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Strive for progress, not perfection. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Start today, not tomorrow. No pressure, no diamonds. The best is yet to come. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Happiness is not ready-made. It comes from your own actions. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Believe in your infinite potential. Be proud of how far you've come and have faith in how far you can go. Success begins with the courage to try, even if you're unsure of the outcome. Every small step forward is progress toward a greater goal. Let your belief in yourself be stronger than any doubts you face. Don't let fear of failure stop you from starting something amazing. Each challenge is an opportunity to discover your inner strength. Celebrate the progress you've made, even if the destination is still far away. Every mistake is a stepping stone that brings you closer to success. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. Trust in the process. Every small effort adds up over time. Let go of excuses and embrace the power of persistence. The future belongs to those who take bold steps forward today. Celebrate the lessons learned from failures. They're what make you stronger. Progress is not about perfection. It's about consistently showing up and trying. Don't let temporary setbacks define your journey. They're just part of the process. The courage to take the first step is what separates dreamers from achievers. Each day is a fresh opportunity to work toward the life you want. Don't let fear of the unknown keep you from pursuing what's possible. Celebrate every small win. It's evidence of your growth and effort. Trust your ability to overcome obstacles and achieve great things. The life you dream of starts with the actions you take today. Progress is built on consistency, not on occasional brilliance. Every challenge you face is helping you become the person you're meant to be. Don't let the fear of failure outweigh the joy of success. The strength to keep going comes from believing in the value of your dreams. Let your actions today reflect the future you want to create. Each effort you make today is a step closer to your ultimate goals. Celebrate the progress you've made so far. It's proof you're on the right path. Success is not about avoiding challenges, but about growing through them. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on becoming a better version of yourself. Trust in the process of growth. Even if it feels slow, progress is happening. The courage to try is already a step toward success. Celebrate every effort, because effort leads to progress, and progress leads to success. Let your vision of the future guide your daily choices and actions. Don't let setbacks hold you back. Let them fuel your determination to succeed. The journey to success is filled with lessons that make you stronger and wiser. Each small step forward is a victory worth celebrating. Progress comes from persistence, effort, and the belief that you can achieve. Trust in your ability to grow through every challenge you face. Success is not a destination. It's a journey of growth, learning, and perseverance. Don't wait for the perfect time to act. Start now and create your opportunities. Every new day brings a fresh opportunity to move closer to your goals. Don't let fear hold you back. Courage begins with the decision to try. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about showing up and doing the work. Let go of what you can't control and focus on what you can change today. Celebrate your small wins. They're the stepping stones to something great. Success is achieved one step at a time, not all at once. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Create progress by taking action now. Every challenge is a chance to prove your resilience and strength. Trust in the process of growth, even when the results aren't immediate. The courage to take the first step is what leads to life-changing journeys. Don't compare your journey to anyone else's. Focus on your own progress. Let your dreams guide your actions, and let your actions turn dreams into reality. Progress is made by showing up every day, even when it feels difficult. Don't let fear of failure stop you. Failure is just a lesson in disguise. Celebrate how far you've come, and let it fuel your motivation to keep going. Success is not about speed, but about staying consistent and determined. Each day is a fresh start to work on building the life you desire. The obstacles you face today will make the victories of tomorrow even sweeter.